This broadcast is streamed and produced by Midnight Sports and is not affiliated with any hockey organization, club, or team. Midnight Sports is comprised of hockey parents who stream games for friends and family who cannot attend the games in person. Today's broadcast features D-Biz on production and camera and CDS on commentary. We hope you enjoy it.
Hello and welcome on into the Abe Stark Sports Center, and we've got a New York State Tier 2 qualifier for you here today. The Long Island Rebels have come on down to Coney Island to take on the New York Stars. Rebels come into today with an 11-1-0 record entering this weekend. This is a stiff, hard team here that the Stars will face. Stiff competition, that is. Recent games include victories of 17-1 over the New York City Skyliners, 16 UAA team. A loss to the Long Beach Lightning, 2-5. An overtime win over the Montclair Blues, 16 UAA team by a score of 2-1, and a win against the Woodbridge Wolfpack by a score of 6-3. The Stars, of course, come into today on the back of that 5-1 victory right here at Abe Stark yesterday over the North Park Hockey Club. And so we've put 5 minutes up on the board here at Abe Stark. Next weekend, Midnight Sports will be right back with you for 2 morning games. One right here at Abe Stark and on Saturday, and then on Sunday, Midnight Sports and the New York Stars will hike on up to just outside Pelham, New York, in Mount Vernon to the Ice Hutch as the Stars will take on the Long Island Edge. That Saturday game is against the Mid-Hudson Polar Bears, and we hope you join us for both of those games right here on Midnight Sports. But of course, a Tier 2 New York State qualifier coming up next right here on Midnight Sports. Enjoy some royalty-free music while you wait for this extended look at warm-ups here from Abe Stark.
Midnight on the neon-lit streets, sports dreams in the glow, sweet defeat. Dreaming through the shadows, gotta compete. Ball flying high, no room for retreat. Heroes sweat under the darker lights. Echoes of victory in the dead of night. Streaming battles on screens so bright. Living legends shining ever bright. Midnight sports under a digital moon. Tales of triumph, no regret. Streaming intensity, can't forget. Midnight sports forever out there. Streets are empty, echoes howl. Daylight breaks in shattered ground. Engine roars like beast on fire, chasing dreams on broken wire. Pedal down, the rush is real. Heartbeat sync with spinning wheel. Lights flash by in blurry streak. Highway signs too fast to peak. Running on fumes, can't slow down. Foot to the floor through this town. Eyes on the prize, won't back out. Living life loud, no fear, no doubt. Hands grip tight the steering wheel, stealing nerves against the field. Rolling hills and sharp descents, never stop a soul hell-bent. Radio blares adrenaline, fingers tap on skin and tin. Horizon looms but never near, push the limits, lose the fear. Running on fumes, can't slow down. Foot to the floor through this town. Eyes on the prize, won't back out. Living life loud, no fear, no doubt.
All right, 15 minutes put up on the board. This is a state qualifying game, and so it's 3 15-minute periods here from Abe Stark. No overtime in these state qualifiers. And just a little bit of last-minute strategy at the benches as we get ready for puck drop here in period 1. Down on the boardwalk, it will be Luke Latito in goal for the Stars, taking over from Ryan Speaker, the starter last night, as Speaker collects the pucks in the Stars' net. Looks like it'll be Gitman, Bergman, Polyakov out there as the forwards, with Viscoso and Coronati getting set on the blue line for the skaters in white. It's a home game here for the Stars in their home white jerseys, moving left to right on your television screen or radio dial if you're just listening in the periods 1 and 3. And then, of course, period of a long change, they'll be moving right to left here. Out at Abe Stark, but we're just about set. Goaltenders being checked, scorekeeper being checked, boards being pounded. It's puck drop period 1 at Abe Stark Sports Center. We're off and running. It's the Rebels winning that forward, pouring into the offensive end. Viscoso gets body position on his man, picks up the puck, works it up toward Polyakov, sends that up to the point. Dumped in again there by the Rebels all the way across. Quick stick, though, by the Stars. It's Polyakov taking that loose puck after Coronati had gotten in the way in the slot to prevent any shot from coming. Rebels quick to the puck in their own end. They're going to pour across, are the Rebels, and skate this up and out. It's the Rebels at the blue line. They lose it there off a linesman, it looked like. And so the Rebels reset in the offensive end at the near circle, pushed wide by Gitman. Gitman works that puck on over, rolling puck top of the slot. Look out, Rebels look to set up a shot here. Is Polyakov, though, on the forecheck, who forced the dump in. And now Murphy will turn, seeing the ice there for the first time today. Works it up to the blue line, not out. Latito, first save of the day there. It's the Rebels working that up to the point. This one's going to go all the way out. And so on the forecheck is Bergman. He's going to force the Rebels man into a quick pass. Bergman gets back on side very quickly, but just not in time. And so it's going to be a face-off just outside the Rebel zone here with 13:56 left to go in the first. It's Kocher, Russo. Looks like Murphy and Ramos. We'll update you on the fifth skater out there as soon as play begins. Puck's dropped there. Stars win it forward. Kocher takes over, firing in. That takes a deflection up into the netting. We'll get another stoppage in play here. Fauci, the fifth skater out there on the far side of the ice. Hard to pick up the numbers when the players are on that far side of the ice. 13:51 left to go here in the first. Offensive zone draw for the Stars. Russo at the dot. Clean win by him up toward Murphy. Murphy fires that in, goes off a skate all the way to the near corner. Fauci all over the Rebels man there, who will turn away from pressure and keep the puck on his stick at the far half. While that one's going to be chipped up and out, should go for an icing here It does. And so it's going to be another offensive zone draw for the Stars with 13:35 left to go here in the first. And it's going to be on the far side of the ice. Russo, Fauci, and Kocher stay out there as the forwards. Schaefer and O'Day with their first action of the day. 1:25 into this one. It's Russo just getting the old neck guard check. And he's making sure it's high enough for the official to see. A point of emphasis for USA Hockey this year after the tragedy in England. And so neck guard's always important, even more focused on now. In any event, it's the Rebels pouring into the offensive zone here at the near corner. They're going to come around the net, throw it up to the far point. They try and set up a shot there. They shoot in. Latito makes the save, and he jumps right on top of it. And it's a nice save by the Stars netminder. And it'll be an offensive zone draw here for the Rebels. Far side of the ice, 13:19 left to go here in the first. It'll be Bolognic to take the draw on that far side of the ice. Stars backed out of the circle there momentarily as the puck sits at the dot, and then it's one toward O'Day. O'Day over toward Schaefer. Rebels try to get body position. Schaefer throws his man into the glass. And now it's the Stars trying to clear the zone. Shot comes in, goes wide of the cage, comes out front again, but it's cleared to the end wall by Schaefer once more. Schaefer with a soft pass on up, avoids the hit, and now O'Connor on the forecheck. He's got Bizarro out there with him. It's O'Connor all the way into the offensive zone. He takes the puck off his man, throws it toward Bizarro, goes up and just wide of the cage. Stars with their first shot on goal. It's Bizarro bodying his man behind the Rebels' crease. Rolling puck up to O'Day, slaps that one in. It's going to take a bounce all the way into the Rebels' bench, and we'll get another stoppage in play as the Stars look to put a little pressure on the Rebels here early in the first period. 12:38 left to go in the first, and we can't thank you enough for joining us here on a Sunday afternoon. A beautiful Sunday afternoon it is in mid-October down here in Coney Island. You could be out doing a number of things, and we're so grateful you've joined us right here on Midnight Sports. It's Bizarro taking the return pass from Viscoso. It's going to be racked all the way around, and the Rebels look to escape the zone, but the Stars first on it. Couldn't corral it, could the Stars, and so the Rebels will come through the neutral zone, but a good back check by Bolognic cuts out the threat there. And at the advertising boards, the Stars try to work it farther. Instead, the Rebels will go point to point all the way back to their blue line now. Near side of the ice come the Rebels into the offensive zone with some speed. They throw that in. It's going to be a penalty on the Stars as soon as they can touch up. And with 12:01 left to go here in the first, it looks like the Stars will go to the box. First today, as it will be Viscoso. Going to the sin bin here, 2 minutes for tripping. And so, goose eggs on the scoreboard. Stars down a man for the next 2 minutes. Stars net just needs to be put back on its moorings. And we'll be ready to rock in the Stars zone here, far side of the ice. Penalty killers over the board. Looks like it's Kocher, Russo, Murphy, and Ramos as the four skaters. Russo over the dot, puck's dropped. Russo wins it forward. The Rebels control at the far point. They're able to settle that puck down. Are the Rebels filter it down to the far corner. Rebels looking to set something up, maybe across the ice. Instead, they'll dump it to that far corner again. Now up to the far point. The Rebels walk the blue line. Think about a shot. Instead, they're trying to collapse this square of the Stars. Shot comes in. Latito stands tall, and it's a zone clearance there for the Stars. Kocher gets on his horse on the forecheck. Rebels will go point to point, but it's Kocher jamming it up, throwing that puck off the back of the net. Is Kocher. Some good penalty killing work by number 24 of the Stars out there as the Rebels reset in their own zone. 1:20 left to go on the man advantage as the Rebels pour in, but this time they are offside, and so we get a stoppage in play with 11:18 left to go here in the first. 1:18 left to go on the man advantage for the Rebels. Well, it's a face-off just outside the Stars zone. It's one forward by the Stars. Rebels gain the line, and they're going to skate this one in on the zone entry. Coronati pushes his man wide. Rebels try to throw it out front. They can't catch Latito cheating, though, as he comes around and makes that near-post save. Now that rolling puck's going to find O'Day. O'Day uses the glass to get that up and out of the zone. We'll see if it's on target. or if it goes for an icing, it does. And so it'll be a face-off all the way back in the Stars zone. 56 seconds left to go on the man advantage. 10:54 left to go in this opening frame. Coronati, O'Day, Kocher, and Russo out there as the penalty killers. Now it's Russo over that far dot. Able to slap sticks and win that over to Kocher. Gets that puck up and out of the zone softly. No icing because this is going to be on net. Kocher all the way in. Oh, a fake out there by the Rebels netminder as he looked to have covered it and then played it out to a defender. It's Russo now on the forecheck. 40 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Rebels will try the near side of the ice. Right in front of the Stars bench come the Long Island Rebels into the offensive zone. Able to saucer it over to that far half wall. They shoot in. Deflection carries that just wide. Latito gets back to the near post. Shot comes in. Save Luke Latito and upended in the slot were the Stars. But it will be Russo gaining the line, and now the offensive zone. 17 seconds left to go on the man advantage here as Russo looks to pick up the puck at the end wall, but has to back off as the Stars still down a skater. This one's going to go all the way for an icing, and so it'll be an offensive zone draw here for the Stars. Still 7 seconds left to go on the power play for the Rebels. 10:07 left to go in the first period. It's going to be a face-off in the sun. Yes, we're down at the beach, but I promise it's an ice rink here in Coney Island. It's Bergman over that far dot. Pizarro in the slot. Rebels will come away with it, and it's a 2-on-2 developing for the Rebels. Long reach, though, of Murphy. Jams up that play in the neutral zone. Rebels have to reset. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey here as the Rebels throw that long. Picking it up is Ramos. He gains the line. The captain dumps it in, and it'll be Bergman on the forecheck to try and take this puck off the Rebels man in the near corner. Rebels cycle that puck around behind their own net. Bolonic now on the forecheck as the Rebels will escape their zone. Rebels all the way through the neutral zone into the offensive zone, curling toward the slot. Drop pass there as the Stars through Bergman upend the man who is coming toward the slot there. It's now Bolonic behind his net trying to work that puck over toward Ramos. Ramos kicks it to himself, finds Bergman on the breakout. Bergman with the puck at center ice. He's going to softly dump that in and then give chase. This time, the Rebels netminder will cover it up and we'll have a face-off in the offensive zone here for the Stars with 9:17 left to go in the first period. Well, it'll be Atomic as the right winger. Gitman out there as the trigger man. Pouring in is Briscoe at left wing. It will be the Rebels coming away with it on the far side of the ice, but Murphy able to keep the zone, fires that just wide. Puck hops up on the dasher. Atomic comes in to try and keep the zone. That puck takes a strange carom, and now it's a 2-on-2 back the other way with 9 minutes left to play here in the first. Rebels send that up to the slot. Shot goes wide. It was a bang-bang play. Teeing up in the slot were the Rebels, but they missed the net. And now at the near circle, Latito gets down in a hurry, and he makes the save. Great save there by Luke Latito as it looked like the Rebels man was going to pass that to the back post, but it was a sneaky shot. Luke Latito throws the big left leg pad out to make the save with about 8.5 left to go here. It's a 3-on-2 though for the Rebels who are going to come back the other way. It's the Rebels throwing that toward the slot. They can't quite get the pass to connect. Puck sits in that far corner, and now Atomic fires on it. Near side of the ice. He's going to throw it up to the near point. Rebels able to keep the zone. Point to point they go. They shoot it high of the cage. Rebound comes to a Rebels man, but he couldn't settle it down. And now the Stars laying the wood here in the near corner. Puck goes all the way to the far corner. It's Gitman trying to work that puck up to the neutral zone. Instead, it's Latito making a save. That rolling puck is going to find Atomic, who's able to throw that across the ice and relieve some of the pressure here. The Rebels try a quick up as the Stars were making a change. Out there is O'Day pushing his man all the way across. That shot deflects up into the netting. And so with 7:48 left to go here in the first, it's going to be a defensive zone draw for the Stars. Shot 6-1 right now on the board in favor of the Rebels, but still all zeros where it matters in the neon on the far side of the ice. That puck comes all the way out of the Stars zone. The Rebels will collect. They'll go point to point at the defensive dots. Rebels pushed all the way back to the end wall to try and open up some ice in front. They do that. Puck rolls off a stick. Schaefer with a nice soft pass right in front of the Rebels bench. And Russo pours in to try and take the puck off his man. It's Fauci now on the forecheck. Nearly had the puck off the Rebels man. Instead, the Rebels will pour into the offensive zone. Look out, curling toward the slot. One-timer nearly set up there. They shoot. That puck goes just a bit high. It hits the outside of the pipe. Latito had the net covered. It's now Fauci trying to play pitch and catch there with Kocher. Stars do get that puck deep with just about 7 left to go here in the first. It's Kocher again on the forecheck. The Rebels coming right back the other way now after they've set up the play in their own end. Reaching for it was Russo. He settles that puck down. The dumping goes off a shin pad, though, and the Rebels come on into the offensive zone. It's Russo collecting that puck once more. He's got Pizarro right side of the ice, told to get the puck deep. He does exactly that. Pizarro stays out there on the forecheck as the Stars make a 4-man change behind the play. Rebels on a quick up. That puck's going to touch a stick, so there'll be no icing on this as Murphy picks it up in stride behind his net. He'll try and stop and cycle it back over for Ramos. He does that. Ramos on the puck in his own end. Back checked heavily there as Ramos gets pulled down. The Rebels will touch up, but they'll be going to the box on this one. And so it will be a face-off in the offensive end for the Stars. Up a man for the first time here today. It's a trip on the Long Island Rebels. And a power play for the Stars. Well, it'll be Bergman, Kocher. Looks like Pizarro, Polyakov, and Murphy out there as the 5 skaters. It's now the Rebels trying to get that puck up and out of the zone. Murphy has to settle that bouncing puck down, just has to dump it in once more. Didn't want to take a chance of an odd man rush the other day. This puck does come all the way out of the zone. Stars able to settle it down at their own blue line. Quick up for Pizarro, and we'll see him enter the offensive zone. Pizarro at the far half wall, shoots in, tight angle shot, kicked aside there by the Rebels, and the rebound sent all the way up and out of the zone. 1:30 left to go on the man advantage for the home team here. 5:50 left to go in the first period. It's Murphy who was able to get the Rebels forward to come all the way behind the cage, and now he's going to play a 200-foot game, shoots in, and there's a nice save there by the Rebels netminder. And just a little after action as the whistle goes. 5:40 left to go here in the first. 1:19 left to go on the man advantage for the Stars. Now it'll be Kocher out there. He's got Bergman. The other wing, Polyakov to take the draw. Looks like Murphy and Pizarro have stayed out. Puck's dropped, one forward. The Rebels send that up, but not past Bergman, who did well at the near half wall to keep the zone. Bergman throws that in, and it's going to be covered up once again by the Rebels netminder. And so with 5:31 left to go in the first, 1:10 left to go in the man advantage, we'll do it all over again at the near circle. Polyakov again on the draw. Bergman just to his right. One over toward the half wall there by the Rebels and thrown up to Murphy, but he keeps the zone. It was a kick save and a butte. Murphy goes high over the cage, and Kocher picks up the loose change and dumps it in just a little bit deeper. It's Polyakov and Kocher all over the lone Rebels man in the corner by the old Zamboni. It's worked up toward Pizarro, feathered back down by him, and then up to Murphy. Murphy in the high slot, shoots in. This one kicked aside by the Rebels netminder. Stars getting some shots on goal here, looking for a rebound in front. Comes up to Pizarro, he shoots in. It hits a shin guard, goes all the way out of the zone. And now tracking back is Murphy, who feathers that pass up toward Bergman. Bergman skates back into his own zone, but it's the Rebels in tight. They shoot, they hit the side of the cage. Oh boy, from this vantage point, it looked like it had found the wrong side of the twine for the home fans here. But the Stars live to fight another day, and now it's Pizarro taking that stretch pass all the way into the offensive zone. Just 13 seconds left to go in the man advantage here for the Stars as Pizarro bodies his man in that far corner. Rolling puck toward Kocher. Bergman awaits in the slot, feathered up toward Pizarro. One-timer can't connect. A good stick lift there at the last second by the Rebels, and now the Rebels might be in business. It's a 2-on-1 if they hurry. They had to stay onside. Puck goes all the way across. Latito gets over and makes the save. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey and some end-to-end action here. The ensuing shot from the Rebels goes wide, and now it'll be the Rebels on the puck in the near corner. Rebels still there. They work it up to the far point. Puck stays in the zone. Rebels try a deflection. That one goes up into the netting, and so with 3:59 left to go here in the first, shots 8-5 in the Rebels' favor. The Stars trying to tilt the ice there a little bit on the power play. Couldn't find the back of the net, and it's a face-off that's going to come outside the Stars' zone as it was deflected off a Rebels stick. Fauci, O'Connor, Bolognick out there as the forwards. Puck's dropped just outside the Stars zone. It's one forward, and with a little bit of jousting, O'Connor throws it forward off a skate. Bolognick collects. Bolognick shoots in, deflected wide of the cage. Bolognick to try and pick it up and send it toward the slot. Rebels in the way, and they'll work that puck up on the near side of the ice. Viscoso tracks back in his own zone for it, throws that up into the Stars bench, and so it'll be a face-off here with 3:37 left to go in the first. It's going to come all the way into the Stars zone, as that's where the puck was when Viscoso released it. Bolognick at the dot, clean win by him, back to Viscoso. The alternate captain throws it up to the near point. Puck rolls off the dasher, up and out of play. And so, another face-off here in the Stars zone at the near circle. Puck's dropped once again. Rolling puck this time finds Viscoso. Viscoso on it, works it up to the near half wall. The Rebels have it. They shoot in. Latito way out in front. Little bit of jousting there in front, but it was Latito with a nice save with 3:22 left to go here in the first. Face off at the near circle once again. Puck dropped. Rebels try to send it toward the side of the cage. They have it at the end wall, do the Rebels. And they'll send it across to the slot, but some good stick work there by the Stars. Cuts out the threat once again. It was O'Connor who was able to gum up the pass to the slot and then the ensuing shot. It was a nice shot block by him. Stars send that in, and it's going to be covered up by the Rebels netminder, and so it'll be a face-off in the offensive zone here for the Stars, far side of the ice. 3:01 left to go in the first. Gitman to take the draw. Briscoe on the far side. Adamick in the slot. Puck's dropped, and it's Briscoe on the forecheck. Stars able to keep the zone. Briscoe gets that puck back, but we're going to get a call here as it was a hand pass. And so, looks like it should be a face-off that comes outside the zone. After the Stars hand pass, 2:54 left to go here in the first. It's a face-off, one forward by the Stars, but without control. And so the Rebels are in business here. That one looked like a hand pass as well. And so it's going to come right back out with 2:46 left to go. Rebels trying to settle that floating puck down, but the man who was able to hit it with his hand, not the first to touch it with his stick for the gentleman in navy blue. And so you get the whistle and the face-off. It's the Rebels pouring in the offensive zone. Look out, tripped up there. Incidental contact, it looked like, and so we play on. It's Ramos bodying his man far side of the ice. Picking that puck up are the Stars, working it over to the near side. And it's the Stars through Adamick in business on the zone exit. Adamick gains the line, throws it toward the center of the ice. Stars can make a partial change on the quick up. This one should go for an icing, and it does, so it'll be a face-off in the Rebel zone with 2:20 left to go in the first. And what's been a bit of a choppy first period now with the whistles. Not much in terms of the penalty box. One on each side, each team 0 for 1 on the power play. But a lot of icings and offsides thus far. Anyway, it's Schaefer firing inside of the cage. We'll get another whistle real quick with 2:14 left to go as that bouncing puck found the Rebels man's glove in the crease. It'll be Bizarro this time to take the draw. He's got Polyakov to his right. And that puck seized by the Rebels and worked all the way into the neutral zone. Turning now is O'Day. But it looks like we're going to get an interference call here on the Stars. And so it will be Schaefer to the box. Commentators curse there on not much in the way of penalties here in the first. 2:07 remaining in the opening frame. Schaefer to the box for interference. And the Stars penalty killers, Kocher and Russo, Murphy and Ramos, come on out to try and kill off this 2-minute infraction. It's the Rebels controlling near point. Puck comes up to the near circle now. Rebels trying to create some movement in front of the net to distract Latito. It's the Stars pushing them wide. Rebels have the puck behind the net once again. Can't throw that pass in front. Work it up to the near point. Walking the blue line is the Rebels defender as Russo had gotten down to block the shot. In the high slot, the Rebels just have to dump in once again. It's all the way in the far corner now is the puck. Kocher shoots up to the far point. Try and cut out the threat there. It's the Rebels near circle toward the slot. They thought they had something opened up there, but Russo and Kocher had collapsed on it. Shot takes a deflection, goes high over the cage. Latito gets down in a hurry, throws a glove on it. Ramos clears it to the far point. Rebels still with the puck. Long shift now for the penalty killers as the Rebels stalk in all the way behind the cage. Now pushed wide by Murphy there. Rebels have it at the near dot. Soft shot kicked aside by Latito. Rebels collect. Rebels at the near point. Still have it here at the near point. They're going to throw it down to the near circle all the way to the near corner now. Murphy pushes his man toward the end boards. Long reach of Murphy separates his man from the puck. The hip check connects. Rebels look to collect. Firing in there was Ramos. Rebels with the puck behind the cage now. 44 seconds left to go in the man advantage. 49 in the period. Rebels shoot in. That hits a skate. Still loose in front. Rebels can't collect. It never made it through. A couple of shot blocks there by the Stars. This one kicked aside by Latito. It's the Rebels still in control of the puck. They throw that aside. Comes up to a Rebels man, and it finds the back of the net. Well, it was a good kill there by the Stars right up until the very end. But it was the Rebels scoring with 26 seconds left to go on the man advantage. And 33.7 left to go in the period. It's now Rebels 1, Stars nothing. A valiant effort by the penalty killers. And they were clear away from being able to make the change. And now we'll have to see if the Stars can push back in this one. It's Viscoso working that puck up in the neutral zone, bodying his man there. But look out, here come the Rebels near circle. They try and dangle a Stars man, but it's a puck that rolls all the way to the far corner. Some of the Rebels fans wanted a call on the trip there. It looked like incidental contact as the Stars man was reaching for the puck. 15 seconds left to go. Rebels throw that to the slot. It's Pizarro kicking that harmlessly over to the far half wall. Rebels again with the puck at the far point. They're going to dump on in this time to that far corner. 4 seconds left to go. Stars happy to just jam this up. Puck hops in front of the cage, but it's tipped wide. And so that does it for the first period here from Abe Stark. It's the Rebels 1, the Stars nothing. Stick around. We're going to put 15 minutes on the board. Do it all over again momentarily here from the boardwalk. This is Midnight Sports. Well, there goes the buzzer for the first intermission. As promised, 15 minutes on the board. It's going to be the period of a long change here from the Abe Stark Sports Center. It's Rebels 1, Stars nothing. Shots 13-5 in the Rebels' favor. Out comes Fauci, Russo, Kocher, Ramos, and Murphy. Boards being pounded, and we're ready to roll for the middle frame here in South Brooklyn. Russo taking that puck, trying to jam it forward. The Rebels collect at the logo, and they'll dump in. Murphy skates up on that puck. He's got it. Long reach of Murphy. He's able to work it up toward the slot. No farther, though, as the Rebels collect. Near circle. Here come the Rebels, throwing it across. Can't get the one-timer to connect as Kocher able to pick that puck up and come the other way with it. Kocher on the puck all the way into the offensive zone. Keeps his skates and the puck. Then gets bodied off it there at the last second as the Stars are making a change in the offensive zone. It's Ramos out there with Viscoso, and it was a good back check there by Kocher, and some quick stick work by Viscoso to throw that puck up and out. Russo on the forecheck, sent up strong side. Puck just sits in the offensive zone for the Stars, but they're making a change, and so the Rebels able to collect 54 seconds into this second period. Puck now all the way in the Rebels zone, but in the Rebels control. It's O'Connor again on the forecheck. Pizarro pulls the puck off his man, and O'Connor throws the puck to himself, upends his man there, and he's going to pick up this puck in the near corner. O'Connor tries to get that over to Bolonic. The Ice Monster eats that puck up, reversing over to the other side where the Rebels, but Pizarro gets in the way of that one. He's able to kick that puck to his stick. He takes a hit for his trouble. The Rebels will come away with it now with 13:35 left to go here in the second. It's Pizarro who gets that puck back from Bolonic. Pizarro shoots between the legs of the defender. Jumping on the puck was the Rebels man. And so with 13:26 left to go in the second, an offensive zone draw upcoming for the Stars. Well, some good push there to open the frame by the Stars. And they get an offensive zone draw out of it, including a shot on goal, but nothing more. And so it's Bolonic over the dot. Wins that puck forward, throws it in on net. Never reaches the blue paint, though, as the Rebels defender able to get a stick in the way and throw that up and out of the zone. Now turning for it's going to be Schaefer. Icing already waved as Schaefer will reverse and send that over to O'Day. Puck rolls to the corner. O'Day on the puck there. Rebels man in the way. Worked up to Bolonic. Bolonic with a nice pass up toward Pizarro, who gets the puck up and out of the zone. It's the Rebels, though, pouring forward once more. O'Day on the puck in the sunlight. On the forehand, skates around his cage. He'll reverse back to his backhand, back to the forehand, works that puck on over. Schaefer sends it back to O'Day, back to Schaefer. Rebels, though, collect the puck. That puck sits in the offensive end, hits a shin guard on the shot. O'Day picks up the loose change. He's got Pizarro ahead of him on the left wing. O'Day gains the line, dumps on in. Stars can make a change here with 12:34 left to go in the second period. Bergman bodies his man in the offensive end. The Rebels had sent it to the far side of the ice. Gitman and Polyakov on the forecheck now as the Rebels will come back the other way. O'Day back, Schaefer gets back as well. Long reach of O'Day separates his man from the puck. It was good gap control by the big defender for the Stars. It's now the Stars working that puck up toward Bergman. Bergman able to swipe that puck on over, and dumping on in was Polyakov there. And it'll be the Rebels bodying the Stars at the end wall. Everybody keeps their skates, comes up to Polyakov, who tries a tight angle shot. Puck bounces up and over the net. Stars able to keep possession in the zone. Shot doesn't get all the way through, and now the Rebels off to the races, but tracking back was Ramos to again cut out the threat there for the Stars. Ramos able to keep the puck, works it over toward Bergman. Bergman on the puck there, sends it just wide of the cage. Ramos was back post trying to tap that one home. Now the Stars scurry to get that puck out in front. Bouncing puck shot once and twice. Didn't get through, as some good stick work by the Rebels. Able to keep that puck from getting where it needed to be. It'll be an offside, though, on the Rebels with 11:27 left to go here in the second period. Shots now 13-7 in the Rebels' favor. And the puck was shot in from center ice, and so that's where the face-off will be. It's Russo to take the draw at the logo. Russo able to win that over toward Fauci, but the Rebels had jumped the face-off, and they pour on in. Bouncing puck finds Murphy, far side of the ice. He tries to swipe it farther. That puck on the zone exit hits a body. Rebels control at the point. They shoot wide of the cage. It was a grade A- chance there for the Rebels, but it went wanting, and so the Rebels will have to reset in the offensive zone. That puck dumped in deep. Ramos there first on the forehand. Rebels able to keep it at the near half wall. They stalk in there at the point. They try to throw it out front. Swiping that puck wide was Murphy. A great zone clearance there by the alternate captain. Rebels first to this puck in their own end. Kocher and Fauci on the forecheck. That's thrown up. Russo cuts out that zone exit. Russo on the puck, tries to send it back post toward Kocher. It was sticked aside at the last moment by the Rebels. Bouncing puck right in front of the Stars bench. They're able to turn it the other way, but instead it's gonna be a face-off outside the Rebel zone on the offside. 10:34 left to go here in the second. Well, it's a face-off on the near side of the ice. Gitman to take, wins that forward. Pouring in is Bergman on the forecheck. Polyakov and Gitman try to get over. It's Viscoso cutting out the zone entry by the Rebels. They'll have to track back. Will the visitors into their own zone to pick up the puck. Bergman now pushes his man on the reverse, but the Rebels able to escape the zone only so far as Coronati. Coronati throws that forward once more. Rebels reset in their own zone. Stars working an aggressive forecheck. It's working right now, but they'll dump in here just a bit offside. And so with 10:05 left to go in the second, it's a face-off just outside the Rebels zone. No, we'll see. The face-off looks like it might be coming back to center ice. And that's where it'll be. Holonik to take this drop. He's got Pizarro to his left. The Rebels win that forward and take control into the offensive end. It's the Rebels dumping it in deep. Turning is Coronati. Has his stick lifted there, but he's able to push his man wide. Rebels have it at the far point. They fire in well wide of the cage. They were looking for somebody to pick it up off the end board. Stars first to it. It's a puck now that sits at the near half wall. Pizarro will settle that puck down and send it all the way across the ice. There he finds O'Connor. O'Connor gains the line, dumps on in, wide of the cage. And now it's the Stars trying to pick up that puck. And Viscoso keeps the zone. Bolonik now turns to try and pick it up far side of the ice. Rebels have it there. And they'll chip that up and out of the zone. Bouncing puck into the offensive end. It's a mini 2-on-1. They shoot high of the cage, do the Rebels. And now it's a puck on the back of the net for the Stars. Rebels collect, work it up to the far point. That puck dumped in once more by the Rebels, chipped into the near corner. Rebels will pick up that puck. Long Island Rebels curling toward the slot. They're pushed high and to the far point. It's now O'Connor on the forecheck, gets his stick in the way. Credit him with another shot block there as the Rebels have to collect in the far corner. Long shift now for the men in white as Viscoso pushes his man toward the corner. Stars try to fire that up and out. Pizarro is tracked back for the puck. He's going to be able to skate this up and out of the zone. Gain the line, gain the offensive zone. He goes around a man there, nearly the second. But it's the Rebels who are able to take that puck in the near corner and fire that up and out of the zone. Good stick work there by Nico Viscoso. Otherwise, it would have been a 2-on-1 the other way. This time, Pizarro able to dump in. O'Connor and Gitman and Briscoe now out there as the forwards on the forecheck. The Stars making a change. Rolling puck up to the far point, fired in off a shin guard, and O'Day tracks back for it at the advertising boards. Gitman just gets onside by the skin of his teeth there. And onward we play with 8:03 left to go here in the second. It's the Rebels trying to set up the zone breakout. Harassed there by Briscoe. And Adamek had come over to seal off the near side exit. It's the Rebels trying the far side of the ice. Rolling puck, though, is going to find the Stars. They'll dump on in and give chase once more. Briscoe jams that puck up, but it was a nice touch pass by the Rebels. And now they gain the offensive zone. Briscoe leans on his man there. Coming back is Schaefer in the near corner. It's the Rebels working that across toward the slot. Adamek gets a stick in the way. And now turning around for it is O'Day behind his own cage. O'Day with the puck there, able to dance around a hit, work it up to the near half wall. Briscoe gets that puck up and out of the Stars zone. 7:23 left to play here in the second as the Stars have to delay. This time, though, they'll go offside with 7:20 left to go in this middle frame. It's going to be a face-off just outside the Rebel zone. Stars can make a full change here. It'll be Russo, Fauci, and Kocher out there. Ramos and Murphy as the defensive pairing. It'll be Russo over the dot for this drop. Rebels just backed out just a bit, and now the puck is dropped. Russo wins it to Kocher, who dumps on in. Kocher gives chase. Rebels fire it up and out of the zone. Murphy bodies his man far side of the ice. You can hear it from the top row on the near side. Picking up that puck is Ramos. Long reach of the Rebels. Upends his stick, but Fauci able to work that past the blue line, and Russo on the backhanded pass sends it farther in the neutral zone. Rebels turn it right back the other way. Working it forward, though, there was Murphy. Rebels send it out of their zone once more. Conservative play here by the Rebels as they look to get that puck out of their zone as soon as possible. 6:42 left to go here in the second, and it's Murphy keeping the zone. Tries to fire in. Good Rebels work there, though. Cuts out the shot, and now it'll be the Rebels all the way into the offensive zone near the slot. That trailer pass doesn't quite connect, though, for the Rebels, and now it's Fauci skating past a man He gets upended, and there's no call coming for interference as the Rebels try the long stretch pass. It goes off the dasher, bounces there, getting back. Where are the Stars? Rebels into the slot. Deflection carries that up over the cage, and now we'll get a call. It looks like Latito was upended there in the crease, and so we'll see if the Rebels man is going to go to the box. Latito up and onto his skates. Looks like it's going to be goalie interference on the Rebels as they had poured in on Latito. He got upended. Doesn't look any worse for the wear. Always great to see. Back on his skates, but the Rebels man to the box for goalie interference with 6:11 left to go here in the second. 2 minutes on the board, and it's a power play to the Stars. They, of course, looked the most lethal they have in this game on their last man advantage, and so it'll be Bergman to take at the dot. It's the Rebels emerging with the puck, and a 2-on-3 developing for them into the offensive end. Pushing his man wide is Murphy, as Bizarro had gotten back to cover the back post. Rebels collect there, rolling puck toward the slot. Oh boy, it was a grade A chance. Puck just hopped off a Rebels stick, and the Stars will ice this puck. Still a minute and 40 seconds left to go on the man advantage. 5:51 left to go in the second. And this faceoff will come to the right of Luke Latito, who again looks just fine out there after the collision at the net. Shot comes in. Oh no, it's a shot and a score there by the Rebels. It was a bang bang play. And so it's now Rebels 2, Stars nothing. With 5:48 left to go here in the second. It was a laser bar down shot by the Rebels on a bouncing puck off the faceoff. Still 1:37 left to go on the man advantage for the Stars, and they'll look to strike back here after the shorthanded goal by the Rebels. It's Coronati working that puck on over for O'Day. O'Day on the puck, has to delay, works it back toward Coronati, who's going to work this up strong side. Coronati gains the line, gains the offensive zone. Coronati into the offensive zone. Some strong back checking there by the Rebels. They'll throw it off the glass to themselves. It's a one-on-one developing. Now Gitman gets back to make it a 1-on-2. It's O'Day pushing his man wide. Shot comes in, hits a couple of skates, and then it's thrown up and out of the zone by the Stars. 1:05 left to go on the man advantage as the Stars break into the offensive end. Coronati able to work that puck deep and slap it on over toward Adamick. Adamick throws that puck just a bit deeper, and the Rebels will collect and send that puck up the strong side of the ice. This one should go for an icing. It does. And so with 4:59 left to go in the second, 48 seconds left to go on the man advantage for the Stars, it'll be a face-off in the Rebels zone for the home team. Kotcher, Bergman, Polyakov, Murphy, and Bizarro out there as the 5 skaters for the stub end of this power play. It's the Stars with the face-off win. Murphy point-to-point for Bizarro. Bizarro on down toward the bumper. It's rejected on out, though, by the Rebels, who will skate that forward. It's the Rebels on the puck into the offensive end. Bizarro pushes his man wide. Rebels try to come around toward the slot. Nobody home for them, and so turning the other way is Kotcher. Kotcher on the puck all the way into the offensive end. Kotcher carries it there, leaves it for Bergman. Shot goes wide on a deflection. Reverse over by the Rebels, only finds Bergman's stick. Bergman on the puck, kicks it on over toward Kotcher. Kotcher toward Ramos, who's come all the way in. Ramos shoots. Oh, the deflection nearly carried it 5-hole. Instead, it was a nice save by the Rebels man between the pipes. Kotcher on the backhand at the end wall. 5 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Stars have to be careful on any pass up high. Murphy has it, he shoots, he scores! Oh, baby, that's a Stars goal on the power play, and they get one back here at Abe Stark. The Stars through Braden Murphy shoot and score with 4:12 remaining here in the second. It's a New York Stars goal. Well, they've cut this Rebels lead in half, and they did it in style right as the power play was expiring. It was Murphy who had stalked in to the high slot, and the wrister up and over finds the back of the net. Now it's Coronati taking that face-off win, skating it over to the far side of the ice. Adamek able to throw that puck forward. Now Russo trying to get that puck through the neutral zone. Instead, the Stars will track all the way back and work that puck up and out. Looks like this one might go for an icing as the puck crosses the end line. It does. And so it'll be a face-off in the Stars zone with 3:53 left to go here in the second. It'll be a near side of the ice drop to Latito's left. Fauci at left wing, Kocher at right wing, Russo to take the drop. Stars players just backed out of the circle a bit. Rebels look to control at the near half wall, and it's Fauci all over his man there. He's able to jam him up. The Rebels have to dump in once again. They've got 3 players at the near side of the ice, and they're able to keep the zone and work that puck toward the side of the net. It was Coronati coming across. Now the Rebels have it. They shoot. It's deflected up and over the cage. A lot of bodies in front right now as the Stars look to keep that puck away from the blue paint. Rebels collect. They work it up to the near point. 3:52. Look out. Rebels have it there. They shoot in. Blocker to side. What a reaction save there by Latito. Rebels have it again. That shot doesn't get through. Rebels get it back once more. Send it across the face of the goal. Nobody to touch at home. It's the Rebels firing that puck in just a bit deeper. And Rebels have it at the end line, and they work it up to the near point once again. A lot of traffic in front once more. Latito gets down, kicks that one aside. And now it's the Stars trying to get this puck up and out. Can't do so yet. It's now the Stars pushing that puck at the near point. Rebels try to kick it farther, and it's the Rebels collecting at that far circle and picking that puck up. It's a mini 2-on-1 for the Rebels. Latito with a save as the Rebels had come in super tight on the far side of the ice, and now the Stars still desperate to get this puck up and out. It's the Rebels with the puck. Latito able to lean over the puck, and he buys himself a face-off there as he froze the puck on the far side of the ice. Luke Latito standing tall on that shift, saying no over and over again. 2:32 remaining to go here in the second. It's a far side of the ice drop. The fans now warming to the task, shouting from the stands, imploring the Stars to get back on the front foot and even this one up. It's a puck that's dropped. Won by the Rebels. Latito with a quick save. Boy, that's how the Rebels scored that second goal. This time, though, the Stars able to ice the puck after the Latito save. This one's going to come all the way back down to the Stars' end. Latito had to be razor sharp on that draw, and he was. Shots now 20-10 in the Rebels' favor. Score 2-1. Long Island Rebels right now. Same 5 skaters will stay out there for the Stars. All players backed out of the circle once more. Hard to see the lines on the ice with the sun shining. Officials doing their best. Rebels collect in the slot. Shot blocked there by O'Day. And now it will be the Stars trying to work that out. Deflection carries it up and in. The Rebels shoot and score. Well, with 2:12 left to go here in the second, Rebels able to shoot and score on the deflection. And so the Stars find themselves with that 2-goal deficit once more late on in the middle frame. Ensuing face-off, we'll see Bizarro, Bolonic, and O'Connor out there as the forwards. Ramos and Murphy as the defenders. It's the Rebels controlling at the logo. They'll dump on in. Turning forward is Murphy now. Works that puck over toward Bizarro. Bizarro on the puck, works it up toward Ramos. Rebels will collect. Deflection carries that just to the side of the cage. And now O'Connor bodying his man at that far corner. Jousting with it for the puck. The Rebels do collect, and they'll chip it in deeper to the zone. Rebels on the puck, firing it across. Latito kicks that one aside. It's now Bolonic watching his man wide as the Rebels work it up to the far point and dump in once more. Bolonic able to get in front of that puck, and O'Connor sends that up and out of the zone. 94 seconds left to play here in the second period, and it's the Rebels collecting in their own end. It's the Stars trying to push the Rebels up and out of their zone. Rebels have it behind the cage, now stalk in front, and the zone exit on the far side of the ice works. Rebels break in what looked to be just a bit offside. No whistle coming, though. Onward we play here in the second. It's the Rebels shooting in. They're in tight. Some good stick work there by Murphy. And then Ramos cut out the threat. It's Bizarro collecting that bouncing puck, sending it across for O'Connor, who receives it in stride. Under a minute left to play here in the second from Abe Stark. Bizarro on the forecheck. Tries to take the puck off his man. Helping out there was Bolognic. Bouncing puck goes all the way to the end boards. It's Bizarro on the puck there. Bizarro on the backhand. He'll dump in just a bit deeper. Tried to leave it for Gitman. Too much traffic in the way, but the Stars have that puck near the side of the cage. The Rebels will just send that up and out to the point. It was Polyakov nearly keeping the puck in the zone. Instead, it's a 2-on-2 the other way. 3-on-2 developing here for the Rebels as they chip it toward the slot. And that puck saved nicely by Latito as he was able to get across on a saucered pass. And now it's Latito with the leg pad save. Coming around the net are the Rebels, and diving for it there was Latito, keeping that puck out. 2-5 Bell saves there by the Stars netminder. And so with 14.2 left to go here in the second, it's a face-off in the Stars zone, but nothing more for the Rebels. Well, it'll be on the far side of the ice. It's Bergman and Coronati manning the slot. Latito just with a little bit of equipment trouble there, trying to get the dangler out from under the mask, perhaps. And he does, so we're ready to roll. And we've got a problem here. So we get just a little bit of a buzzer at the scorer's booth on what turned into what would be just a foul drop. 11.7 left to go here in the second. We'll do it all over again. We'll see if they adjust the time on the clock as it had started rolling just a little bit early. The officials just waiting here. 14 put on the clock. There we go. And it will be Bergman taking that face-off win, trying to carry it out of the zone. Fluttering puck eventually finds Polyakov, who finds Bergman. Bergman gets that puck at the advertising board. It's sent in by the Stars. And now it'll be Gitman on the forecheck. Tries to body his man there, and there goes the buzzer. And so, after 2, it's the Long Island Rebels 3, the New York Stars 1. Stick around. We're going to put 15 minutes on the board one last time here from Abe Stark. This is Midnight Sports. Well, folks, just a reminder, next weekend on Midnight Sports, 10:45 Saturday, right here from Abe Stark, the Mid-Hudson Polar Bears come to town in what should be both a joint EJ and New York State Tier 2 qualifying game. Don't miss any of the action. It'll be right here on Midnight Sports, but still a whole period of hockey left. Stars find themselves down 2 goals, but warming to the task here as Polyakov dumps on in. That one's going to be sticked aside by the Rebels netminder, who wants the clock to keep rolling. It's Ramos, who absolutely destroys a man far side of the ice, but the Rebels still working to get this puck up and out. Instead, it's Ramos streaking toward the slot. Puck gets just out of his grasp, nearly forces the Rebels man to put it in his own goal. But instead, we play on as the Rebels deftly skate that puck up and out. Getting back is Bergman on defense. The Rebels throw that toward the slot. Oh boy, what stick work there by Murphy, it looked like, to cut out the threat All alone was the Rebels man on the back post. What a save there by Latito on the blocker. It's the Rebels now pouring it on. Far side, sending that wide of the cage on a deflection. It was Murphy sticking that puck wide all the way to the end boards, and now it's Bergman on the puck. Far side of the ice, sends that puck up. Not out just yet as the Rebels dump it right back in. It's a puck that sits on a Rebels stick until Gitman had gotten back to take it off his man. Rebels keep the zone. Stars deep in the zone. That puck fired off a skate comes to the near side. Rebels turn with it, send it just a bit deeper. That puck chipped up, thrown aside by Murphy. Now Murphy bodied off the puck, but works it to Gitman. Gitman works that puck up, and Bergman's just going to let that up and out of the zone so the Stars can make a change. The Rebels will collect. They try the stretch pass. All the way over, though, was O'Day to cut out the threat. The Rebels will have to dump in. Turning for it now is Kocher. Schaefer mans the near side. Rolling puck comes all the way to that near side. Kocher bodied there. Russo and Schaefer in for support. That puck sits momentarily on no sticks at all until the Rebels dump it right back in. Puck on the back of the cage. Rebels collect there. It's the Rebels with the puck, sending it toward the slot. One-timer saved by Latito. Bouncing puck out front. It's chipped even farther. And now it will be the Stars working that puck up and out. Fauci up toward Russo. Russo into the offensive zone. Rebels pick it up in the far corner. They chip it up to the far point. And look out, here come the Rebels. It was O'Day, long reach, gumming up the play. But this time it will be an offside on the Rebels with 12:42 left to go here in the third. Well, it looked like it was going to be a 2-on-1. Body position of O'Day threw his man off just enough to lead to the offside. And so it's a face-off just outside the Stars zone. The Rebels taking that face-off win back to their blue line and now trying to work it into the offensive end. Rebels with the puck there at the neutral zone at center ice, and now it's Viscoso pushing his man wide. Long reach of Viscoso turns his man. Rebels will fire in high of the cage, and they'll pick up that puck far point. It's Coronati working his man over in the corner. Viscoso fires on the puck now, rolls through the blue paint, and Latito able to jump right on top of it with 12:13 left to go in this game. It's an offensive zone draw for the Rebels, who will make a 5-skater change due to the whistle. Now shots 25-10 in the Rebels' favor. Right now, Stars looking to strike back. That puck's dropped. Rebels collect and work it point to point. The Rebels will fire in this time. That one's sticked aside by Latito. It's now Viscoso trying to get that puck up and out, shouldering his man at the near half wall. And it's O'Connor on his man. The Rebels fire in once again. It's Viscoso with a nice shot block. And he's hopping because that one hurts. And then a deflection carries that puck up and over the cage. It's thrown up toward the near point where O'Connor collects from Beloning. O'Connor dumps that puck in. He's got Pizarro in the slot. Rolling puck, though, finds a Rebel stick. And again, the quick up connects for the Rebels, but only so far as Ramos, who works it for Pizarro. Pizarro has O'Connor in the slot, tries to send it over to him. O'Connor able to tap it farther side of the cage. It's saved once and twice by the Rebels netminder, and it'll be an offensive zone draw here for the Stars. Nothing more. 11:26 left to go in this one. Gitman to be the trigger man. Briscoe and Adamick out there. Murphy and Ramos as the defenders. Puck's dropped, won by the Stars, back up. Ramos fires that in, and he takes a big hit after doing so. He doesn't like it and lets the man know about it. Murphy shoulders his man. That's going to be a penalty. And the Stars, though, are going to need to touch up. And on the delayed call, the Rebels shoot and they score. Well, that's a Rebels goal with 11:10 left to go. It was a delayed penalty that's going to be wiped now coming up on the Stars. Instead, it's a Rebels goal and a 3-goal lead for the team from Long Island with 11:10 left to go in the third period. Now ensuing face-off will be Kocher, Russo, and Fauci. Schaefer and O'Day as the defensive pair. Well, it was a wholesale breakaway there for the Rebels, and they were able to find the back of the net. And so the officials just explaining to the scorer's booth for the score sheet that it was in fact a delayed penalty that's wiped by the goal scored by the Rebels. Rebels take that face-off win back to their blue line and then working up the center of the ice as the Stars try to come up the neutral zone there. Instead, the Rebels break in, come around side of the cage. Latito stands tall, but then the Rebels score. It was a quick goal there by the Rebels, and with 10:54 left to go in the third period, it's now the Rebels 5, the Stars 1, as they try and pour it on here to the visitors. Well, the same 5 skaters will stay out there for the Stars. Still a lot of hockey left to play here for the home team to get back in this one. And it's the Stars trying to fire that forward, but we get foul drop. Let's see exactly what the call here is on the Stars. It's going to be Russo and Rebels man going to the box. Should still just be 5-on-5 hockey out here, as they are coincidental minors. So the explanation given to the scorers table. And Gitman, Polyakov, and Bergman out there as the forwards. This will be O'Day and Schaefer as the defensive pair. Puck won forward there by the Stars. Polyakov pours forward, tries to go around a man, rolls up to Gitman, who shoots in. And it's a nice save by the Rebels, who will come back the other way. The Rebels coming into the offensive end. Schaefer able to throw his man's stick into the Stars bench. And now it's the Stars trying to get that puck up and out. The Rebels man gets a stick back. Some veteran work there by the Stars bench, as that stick had gone all the way up and over the seating, and no requirement by the Stars to give that stick back after it hit the floor. In any event, stick returned to the Rebels bench, and we play on here as the Stars look to get this puck up and out of the zone. Unable to do so on first offering. The Rebels have it far side of the ice. Deflection carries that up into the net. And so with 9:59 left to go here in the third, you get a stoppage in play and an offensive zone draw for the Rebels. This one's going to be on the far side of the ice. Bologna, Coronati, O'Connor, Viscoso, and Pizarro as the 5 skaters for the home team. It's Bologna on the draw. That puck rolls toward the front, but getting his stick in the way was Coronati as the puck hopped up and over the cage. Puck sits at the near half wall, comes off the dasher, and Bologna will stalk his man there. Bologna on the puck, tries to reverse. 2 Rebels men come in, and the Rebels try to collect at the near half wall. Chipping it farther are the Stars through O'Connor. That bouncing puck is kicked aside, but now it's the Rebels pouring on in and shooting and scoring. Well, it's the Rebels finding the back of the net with 9.5 minutes left to go here in the third. And it's now Rebels 6, Stars 1 on what was a bad bounce in front there for the Stars. A great one if you're the Rebels. That bouncing puck ended up on a Rebels stick right in front of the net. Not much the Stars could have done on that, as the puck just took a weird carom and ended up at the top of the blue paint. It's now the Rebels with a rolling puck all the way back into their end. 9:24 left to go in this game. The Stars will need to push and push hard starting right now. They've been skating hard out there, and they'll look to see it pay off on the scoreboard here in the remaining time in this game. It's the Rebels, though, coming right back into the offensive end. Latito with a great leg save as he was moving in a direction away from the puck. It was redirected, and he got the big right leg pad out in front. Now it's the Stars trying to get this puck up and out of the zone. It's Ramos pushing his man there, worked up to Briscoe. Briscoe on the puck, skates it across his own blue line, cross center ice. He's got Adamek up the right wing, Murphy in the slot, but it'll be the Rebels taking over in their own zone on what was a nice back check. Soft pass on up, should go for an icing. And there goes the whistle. And so, with 8:34 left to go, 8:37, I promise I can read the numbers on the board. You can take my word for it. 8:37 left to go in this third period. It's an offensive zone draw for the Stars. And out comes Russo, Kocher, Fauci, O'Day and Schaefer. As the 5 skaters in white. It's Russo tying up his man at the dot. Pouring in was Kocher there. But it'll be the Rebels far side of the ice. They can't get past O'Day. O'Day fires that one in. It's sticked aside by the Rebels netminder. Picking that puck up is Russo and jamming it deeper. It's now the Rebels looking to get that puck up and out. Rebels on the puck, far side of the ice. They'll send it to the near side on the zone break-in, but it'll be offside, and so we will get a face-off just outside the Stars zone. 8:16 left to play here on the boardwalk. And it'll be Russo over the dot. Puck won back cleanly to O'Day. O'Day to Schaefer. Schaefer on up toward Kocher. Kocher gains the offensive zone and gives chase on his dump in. He's got Russo there for support at the end boards. Kocher tries to turn with it. Rolls off his stick. Too many Rebels in the way. It's good defensive work there by the Rebels as we tick under 8 minutes left to go. Schaefer not fooled by the fancy behind the back pass of the Rebels, and pulled down was Russo. Stars should be going to the power play here once the Rebels touch up. And with 7:44 left to go in this third period, it's a holding call on the Rebels. And they'll be going to the box for 2 minutes as the Stars look to get one back on the scoreboard on the man advantage. Well, the power play unit comes out, and it'll be Bergman at the circle. He's got Polyakov just to his right. Rebels will take over and work that puck toward the end boards. They throw it up, and they're able to get that up and out of the zone. It's a 2-on-1 developing the other way. It's the Rebels on the puck. They chip it toward the slot, but getting back were the Stars, and Murphy's going to be able to skate this up and out of the zone. It's Murphy all the way into the offensive zone. Able to send that toward the end boards is Murphy. And the goal scorer sends that over to Bergman. Bergman on the puck, shoots in, and it was a blocked puck, and then looks like caught up in the equipment, perhaps. And so we'll get a stoppage in play here as that puck was stopped by the Rebels defender. And there's still 1 minute and 31 seconds left to go in the man advantage. 7:15 left to go in this game. Rebels take that face-off win and work it to the end boards and then on around, but Bizarro able to keep the zone. Bizarro sends that puck up toward the blue line, out of the reach of Murphy, who will track back to the neutral zone for it. Bouncing puck comes to a Rebels man. It's going to be a break the other way. The Rebels into the offensive zone. Latino with the save. And now it's the Stars coming the other way. Polyakov stopped in the neutral zone, sends that puck farther. The Rebels send it the other way, but Murphy picks it up and sends it across the ice for Bizarro. It's Bizarro on the puck, on the forehand. He's going to turn with it. Gets bodied into the boards there. This is going to be a call on the Rebels. And so it's going to be a 5-on-3 here for 55 seconds as Bizarro able to draw the penalty. Looks like it's going to be a roughing call here on the Rebels with 6:39 left to go in this game. 55 seconds of a 2-man advantage here for the Stars. It will be Coronati and O'Day as the defenders. Gitman, Adamick, and Balonik as the forwards on this 2-man advantage. Puck won there by the Rebels, shoveled aside and sent up and out of the zone. And so tracking back is O'Day for the puck. 47 seconds left to go in the 2-man advantage. Crucial for the Stars to try and score up 2 men here. And so they still have a power play thereafter. And all goals are good goals as far as the Stars are concerned. And so it's Adamick toward the slot. This puck's going to be fired around. A lot of ice out there. An aggressive penalty kill here, though, by the Rebels, who look to get the puck up and out of the zone. It's Adamick strong on the puck in the near corner. Rebels fire that up off the glass. It's Coronati, though, with his shoulder able to keep the zone. Tries to work it back up to O'Day. Just 15 seconds left to go, though, on the 2-man advantage. As the Rebels stalk in, they shoot. They hit the side of the cage. The Stars look to pick that up in stride. Stars work that puck up to the blue line, no farther. It's back to 5-on-4 hockey now here at Abe Stark, as the Stars with a man advantage for the next minute and 1 second. Coming all the way into the offensive zone is O'Day. O'Day on the puck. He's going to stop and turn in the far corner. Puck sits, and it's worked up to the blue line. Murphy's going to have to track back for it all the way to his end. 47 seconds left to go in the man advantage as Murphy fires that on a quick up toward Gitman. And the Rebels come away with it, far side of the ice. It's the Rebels skating into the offensive end, but Adamick able to get in the way of his man and work that puck up toward Russo. 32 seconds left to go in the man advantage. 5:11 left to go in this game. Russo dumps in as the Stars were making a change. Kocher on the right wing now, stalks his man behind the net. Murphy pinches in from the blue paint. The blue line, I should say, as the Rebels have that puck and they work it up and out of the zone. Tracking back now is Ramos. Ramos has a man all over him, but he's able to maintain possession of the puck and skate it on out. Just 7 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Ramos all the way in, shot deflects wide. Murphy in there with him. Murphy on up toward Fauci. Fauci on the puck. Has it there, carries it into the corner where Kocher picks it up. Kocher, far side of the ice. It's 5-on-5 hockey out there now as the Stars keep that puck in the offensive end. They try to tuck it home. Far post, unable to do so, and the Rebels able to get that puck up and out. Getting on his horse is Murphy, working that up toward Ramos. He's able to jab that up and out of the zone. It's Kocher being told to get the puck deep. Fauci stays out on the forecheck. He's got Russo behind him. Russo pinches in, able to work that puck deeper in the zone. It's Russo on the puck, looking for Kocher in front. Good skate there by the Rebels defender as we tick toward 4 minutes left to play. It's Russo on the puck, tries to shoot it in. Shot goes just wide off the stick of Kocher. And now it'll be the Rebels turning toward the far side of the ice with the puck. It's the Rebels at that far defensive half wall, jamming it up toward the point, and the puck does cross the blue line. The Stars have evacuated the Rebels zone. The Rebels come away with it and send it to the nearer side of the ice. 3:38 left to go here in the third period. Just a little bit of the sting out of the game right now. And now it's going to be a tripping call on the Stars. And so with 3:29 left to go in this game, the Stars will go to the box for tripping. And it will be an offensive zone draw for the Rebels. Now it'll be O'Day and Schaefer, Bergman and Bizarro as the penalty killers out there for the Stars. It's the Rebels winning that faceoff, working it over to the near point. Rebels on the puck, top of the slot, back to the near circle. Rebels curling from there. Latito gets down with a nice save. And now it's Schaefer bodying his man, but it looks like he might be going to the box for this. Arm raised, Rebels side of the net. They throw that in, and Latito will cover it up there. And so it looks like the Stars perhaps to the box with 3:08 left to go. And it'll be Schaefer for roughing. So it'll be a 5-on-3 here for the Rebels late on here in the third period. Rebels staked to a 5-goal lead right now. And they'll have 5 men as skaters out there on the ice to the Stars 3 for the super majority of what remains in this game. So 1:40 left to go here on what's going to be a 5-on-3 and then an abbreviated 5-on-4 20-second power play as we just await the penalty to be put up on the board. It is indeed, so here comes the puck drop on the near side of the ice. Stars win that faceoff. They send it around to the far side of the ice, nearly out of the zone, but not quite, as the Rebels will collect on that far side of the ice. They'll stalk in, and they shoot in. Latito with the save. That puck bounces once and twice in on Latito, and he makes the save. And so now it's the Rebels curling at the circle, and Latito gets down again. Stars try to get that puck up and out of the zone. Can't do so just yet. 1:14 left to go on this 5-on-3. As the Rebels send that puck up and out of the zone themselves after blowing a tire on the far side of the ice. So now the Rebels with the puck at their own blue line. Stars have to get back. It's still a 5-on-3 for another 60 seconds here as the Long Island Rebels set up shop. Good stick work there, though, by Bergman as that puck hit his stick. And now the Rebels have to come in again. They were looking back post, unable to do so as Latito lunges across, makes a Superman save there. As the Rebels send it to the near side of the ice, near half wall now. Long Island Rebels on the puck. They'll work that puck in deep, looking for a man in the slot, but it was the Stars through Bergman there, able to push that puck up and out. Now Murphy tracks down his man on the penalty kill. 25 seconds left to go as the Rebels fire in once more. The Rebels get in tight. Latito had gotten down, and he made the save. It's a puck that sits at the near circle on a Rebels stick. They work it in low. 15 seconds left to go in the 5-on-3 here. The Rebels have it in the slot. Can't quite pull the trigger. They'll come around to the near part of the ice, and Latito gets across and makes the save. No follow-up shot there as Murphy able to flick that up to the point. Slapper comes in, and it's deflected wide. Viscoso on the puck. It's a 5-on-4 now for 18 seconds. Stars have killed off the first part of that 5-on-3, and it's the Rebels setting up once again, but they're offside, and so it's going to be a face-off in the neutral zone with 1:18 left to play here at Abe Stark. Still 10 seconds left to go in the man advantage. And the Stars looking for a miracle out there right now with 78 seconds left to go in this one, down 5. Now it'll be the Rebels collecting that face-off win at their own blue line. They'll go point to point, and they'll look to kill off the rest of this game as they cycle that puck up into the neutral zone. Now the offensive zone, turning with his man is Viscoso. The Rebels go to the far side of the cage. They work it up to the far point. 60 seconds left to play. Shot comes in, deflected wide, and this will be Gitman on the puck. He works it up toward Polyakov. Polyakov dances around a man. Fauci tries to send that puck back across the ice. Instead, he's just going to dump the puck in deep and give Polyakov something to forecheck. It's now the Rebels coming the other way. Getting back is Viscoso. It's a 2-on-1. 41 seconds left to go in this game. As the Rebels look to set it up, they send it all the way across. Diving across was Gitman to cut out the threat. That pass had to be saucered, and it went over all sticks. Now a little bit of jousting as the puck goes wide. It's the Rebels setting up shop once again in the offensive zone. They fire that all the way across, kicking that forward, but Latito gets down as he makes the save, and Latito's still on the ice, and we'll get a stoppage in play here, as it looks like there's going to be a cross-checking call with 21 seconds left to go. They might be taking 2, we'll see. Now just a net off its moorings stoppage in play instead, and so 5-on-5 hockey out there for the next 21 seconds. Puck's dropped, won by the Rebels. They fire it in. Deflection carries that in. Latito trying to get over. And with 16 seconds left, it's a Rebels goal. And they find the back of the net there for the 7th time here today. Shots 40-14 in the Rebels' favor. And so all but the most ardent Stars fans will probably agree that's going to do it for the game here with the 6-goal lead with 16 seconds left for the Rebels. So the Rebels taking that face-off win back into their own zone. Briscoe all over his man, as is Russo. Credit to the Stars. They're playing this one out. Rebels, though, break into the offensive end. Good stick work there. Latito gets across and makes the save, and there goes the buzzer. And so we've gone final here at Abe Stark, and it's the Long Island Rebels 7, the New York Stars 1. Thanks so much for joining us right here on Midnight Sports. Tune in again next week, 10:45 a.m. Saturday morning here from Abe Stark. It's the Stars taking on the Mid-Hudson Polar Bears. Until then, stay safe.